Hey guys, it's Cavatina, and today I'm going to be giving you advice on how to deal with generalized anxiety disorder. The amount of people that have to deal with anxiety is insane. About 1 in every 13 people have to deal with it on a daily basis. 40 million in the US alone, and 7 million of those people have generalized anxiety disorder. It's recently been discovered, though, that probably 30% actually have some kind of anxiety disorder in the US. That's just crazy. And what makes it even more crazy is that only a third of them receive help and only 10% receive proper care. You might have anxiety and not even know it. 2/3 of the US population that does have some kind of anxiety disorder don't seek help. And that's because they either choose not to seek help or they don't know that they have an anxiety disorder. And a lot of those people are men. Men are always told that they need to man up, that they can't be a crybaby, they can't show their emotions, they can't be scared. And we're all human. We can all be scared, we can all worry about things, we can all be anxious. And that's okay. It's just a way of thinking. And unfortunately, the world we live in promotes that way of thinking. So here are some tips on how to deal with that way of thinking. It is 100% okay to say no to someone. A lot of us think about other people's feelings and not our own. In airplanes, those oxygen masks that drop down when it's about to crash, it says to use those on yourself before children and your loved ones, because you cannot take care of them if you cannot function yourself. And it's the same way in life. So if you're not up to do something, say no, not today. And the people who really care about you will understand. They will not judge you for taking time for yourself. And the people who don't understand that, you don't need them in your life. Although it's okay to say no, you can't just hide in your room for days on end and say that you're taking care of yourself, because you're not. Cutting yourself off from the world, if anything, it'll make your anxiety worse, not better. So you need to be able to function in a social setting. Go to that party, go help your friend move, go to the bar. Go do things that make you anxious, not things that make you panic. But you want to be able to push the walls of your comfort zone out little by little, and eventually your comfort zone will be much, much bigger. Self-love is extremely important. And yes, self-love is getting a facial, getting your nails done, buying that video game, going to see that movie. But it's also eating healthy, getting enough sleep, exercising, making a savings account, and looking at yourself in the mirror every single day, saying you are attractive, you are smart, you are talented, you are amazing. It is so important to not only treat yourself to all of those special fun things, but really take care of your mind and your body. Some ways to do that are meditation, yoga, going to the gym, and also just eating right doesn't mean just eating a salad. Go find delicious recipes that you're actually going to like and you might even enjoy making. And also, take yourself on little trips. Spend time with yourself. Go to the bookstore. Go shopping. Go to the beach by yourself. Take a walk. All of those things can really help you. Having a support system is extremely important if you have anxiety. Now, I don't mean go rely on other people to fix your problems, because the most important member of your support system needs to be you. But when things get out of hand, when you need a second opinion, when you feel like you can't handle it yourself anymore, you need people that you can rely on. You need people you can fall back on. Whether that's your parents, your friends, other family members, your teacher, whomever it may be, you need to have someone that you can fall back on. Don't tackle this by yourself. You can't put all of your anxiety onto someone else. If you can't take care of yourself, You shouldn't have anyone trying to take care of you. That's not their job. You need to love yourself before you can love anyone else and before anyone else can love you. And you've probably heard that before, but really give it some thought. I'm going to bring back the airplane analogy. You can't have someone try and fix you. The fixer is going to act as tape. And as tape often does not hold, you are going to fall and you are going to shatter into more pieces than you were in to begin with. You need to be completely healed before you put yourself in a situation where you could be broken again. If you think you might have an anxiety disorder, do some research. Google your symptoms. Talk to your friends and family. You might be surprised at how many of them have had those symptoms too. Some of them might include dizziness, racing heart, fainting, lump in your throat, panic attacks, self-harm, thoughts of suicide, constant worry, extreme shyness, and being socially awkward. There are so many weird symptoms that you might not think are linked to anxiety, but a lot of them are. If you think you might have an anxiety disorder, seek professional help. There is absolutely no shame in seeking professional help. The people that think that it makes you weak to seek professional help, they're not right. Think of it like this. You are alone and you think you broke your leg and you're not going to call 911 because you don't want people to think that you have weak bones. It's the same concept. If you think you have anxiety and you don't want to seek help because you think people are going to think that you have a weak brain, it's illogical. It is not something to be ashamed of to seek help. It doesn't make you stupid. It doesn't make you anything but smart. And the thing is that a lot of people don't understand that not every counselor will click with you. And not every counselor is good. You need to find one that's right for you. And you can't go in every once in a while for an hour and think that all your problems are going to go away. Because it doesn't work like that. You need to see them on a regular basis, and you need to work outside the office. And they're probably going to give you ways to cope with anxiety, and you need to practice them like you would practice anything else, like a sport or a musical instrument. And eventually, things will get better. Medications, they're not right for everyone, but they really can help. I would definitely suggest trying to figure out your problems with your counselor before resorting to meds, but if your counselor suggests that you go on medication, go ahead and try it. There is no shame in trying out medication, because sometimes counseling just is not enough. But you can't just go on medications and then think that those are going to solve all your problems either, because they're not going to. It's going to be the mix of the medications and the counseling that helps you in the long run. What do you like to do? Really think about it. Do you like to cook? Do you like to clean? Do you like to eat? Do you like to read? Do you like to write? Do you like to watch movies? Do you like to play a musical instrument? Do you like to play a sport? Really sit down and think about what you like to do and do things that you've always wanted to try. Figure out what hobbies you could have. Doing things that you love is another form of self-love. Try it out. Anxiety is a truly awful part of life, and you either knew that or at least you know that now, but you can't let it control your life. Those of you who feel comforted when you have control, like me, know that you always have control over your anxiety. And I know that's really hard to wrap your brain around, but you always have control of the situation. Whether it be meditation or deep breathing or yoga, find something that will help you get grounded in the moment. And you can't just expect to know how to do that in the middle of an anxiety-filled situation. You need to be able to practice that, again, like a musical instrument or a sport, when you feel mentally safe. You need to be able to remain controlled when you are feeling mentally safe, so you can regain control when you are not feeling mentally safe. I hope you guys liked the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you want to learn more about mental disorders and general tips on life. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.